change anything yet. You haven't changed their future. You change any of them. How's your day? If you don't believe, close your eyes and see. Hello guys, this is JJ. Welcome back to my channel. Sorry about that skit, uh, but I can help it because I'm gonna review It Chapter 2 today. Based on Stephen King's novel, directed by Andy Muschietti, and featured uh, Bill Skarsgård, Bill Skarsgård, and a bunch of other actors. It's been a couple of years after I watched It, the first movie. It was one of the well-made horror movies that I've seen for a while, so I was excited to watch this movie. So after 27 years later, It returns to Derry, Maine. Pennywise the It starts to kill everyone again. So Mike, who stays in Derry, contacted other Losers Club members like Bill, Eddie, Richie, Ben, Beverly, and Stanley. Unfortunately, Stanley commits suicide since he can't stand the fear of it. So six of them, reunited in Derry, individually explore the dairy and they do the ritual to defeat Pennywise once and for all. Before I get to the review, I have to say that whenever I watch Stephen King's movie or film adaptation any kind, I always aware that every Stephen King novel is connected in one way or another. For example, you know The Shining, right? Most of people know it from movie The Shining. The Shining is a sacred supernatural power in King's novel.
I can remember when I was a little boy, my grandmother and I could hold conversations entirely without ever opening our mouths. She called it shining. And for a long time, I thought it was just the two of us that had the shine to us. Just like you probably thought you was the only one. But there are other folks, though mostly they don't know it or don't believe it.
And you can see The Shining in other novels like It. Even though the novel or movie doesn't directly mention The Shining, there is a hint that the Luther Club's members can use The Shining. That's why they can see supernatural things, and Pennywise keep threatening them but can kill immediately because of The Shining. Uh, Props to Matt Pat from the film theory. His works always inspire me.
It has direct connections to The Shining through one man, Dick Halloran, chef of the Overlook Hotel. In a scene in It Chapter 1, Ben recaps some of the past tragedies that have happened in Derry. One of them is a fire that happened at the Black Spot, an African-American nightclub that burned down during a past visit from Pennywise in 1962. One of the people who survived that fire, Dick, Halloran. In fact, Dick actually saves Mike Hanlon's father from dying in that fire. And here's the best part, Dick possesses the shine himself. In fact, throughout The Shining, he teaches Danny about the gift and communicates telepathically with him.
How'd you like some ice cream, Doc?
So having a character with psychic abilities serve as the bridge between the two stories not only shows us that we're working in the same universe, but also that the ability to shine is definitely something that exists in the world of It.
Anyway, let's talk about the movie. Overall, it is a good movie. First, I like the actors. Actors did a really great job, both young and adult. Once again, Bill Skarsgård did excellent performance. Especially, I love the scene when Pennywise slowly transforms from a human to a clown. He still makes audience intimidating without any special effects. That's how the actor is great. The story is good. Uh, I know it is kind of all over the place and not consistent plot line. It shows each story from every individual character, and it constantly goes back and forth to between past and present. So it's kind of confusing if audience don't pay attention. It's similar to that old TV miniseries in 1990. However, every story is essential for main plot, so I can accept it. But there are several things that I want to point out. First, those constant jump scares. Don't get me wrong, I know that jump scares are common elements in modern horror movies. However, if you use it too many times in a brief moment, that scary effect decreases. Imagine if you eat a bowl of sugar after that. Imagine if you eat a bowl of fruits. How would the fruit taste like? I guarantee you won't sense anything at all since you already eat too much sweet sugar. This movie is same. If you just get a bundle of jump scares too often, you won't get scary easily later on. Second, too long running time. Since the novel is too long, there's no way to make this movie much shorter. So you have to sit through about 3 hours of movie. Now imagine you have to watch 3 hours of horror movies with constant jump scares. Yeah, that makes this movie less enjoyable. You had to split the whole plot, not forcefully squeezing them into one movie. Yeah, now I understand why they decided to make it into TV miniseries because they should make the third movie for it. Instead, they just make a lesser movie than the first one. And I feel bad. This movie has more potential than this one. Third, and might be a trivial thing, why the movie just throws away Henley Bowers for nothing. At first, the movie treats him like a very important character, but all of a sudden, he is just thrown away. He is just dead without doing any special things. What's the point of that? Then why did you build up for him since the first It movie? That's completely waste of interesting character. In conclusion, it is not a bad movie, but not as great as the first film. I mean, it's shame. I looked for this movie so long, and the result is not that great. At least it is not I'm not content from the result. A really long horror movie with scattered stories and countless jump scares can be great. That being said, I will rate this movie 4 out of 5. Thanks for watching, guys. I made this review for Halloween, so I hope you guys like it. Leave a comment down below how you think about this movie. Or you could ask me what movies I should review. I will gladly accept it. Hit the subscribe button if you want to watch future videos. Well then, see you next time. Bye. Hey friends, want to play with me? Come on. There's a lot of things down there. You'll float down here. And you will float too. You'll float too. You'll float too. You'll float too. You'll float too. We all float. Hey! Who the boy are you? Me? I am Pennywise, the dancing clown. I am Pennywise. You? You are a Pennywise? No, I'm the Pennywise. No, I'm Pennywise. No, I'm the Pennywise. Oh yeah? So you're a clown. I can make a joke. Oh yeah? Prove it. Fine. Excuse me, sir. Do you have Prince Albert in a can? You do? Then why don't you get the poor eye out? Waha! 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 Huh. That's not bad.
Excuse me, ma'am. Is your refrigerator running? It is? Well, you better go catch it before it runs away. Waha! 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 Waha!